6 months have passed since we started the project called The Tiny House Under 5,000. Did it stay a tiny house and did we make it under 5,000? This is gonna be the question we're gonna be answering in today's video, the final episode of The Tiny House. But what do I mean by saying the final episode of this season? Will we not continue this year?
6 months of hard work have passed, trying to replace this old rubble pile with an actual house we have built by ourselves.
To achieve this project in such a short time, we had to fight through extreme heat.
Oh, hot. I'm going down.
I don't know how much I filmed because the camera was overheating. It is extremely hot. We also had to work late into the night just to get the project finished. We kind of chose the wrong summer to build a house since the weather was completely against us and was raining consistently, making this project harder, more challenging, and kind of slowing us down. It is raining quite a bitty. But luckily an old purchase came in very handy, this tarp. I don't know how many times that went up and down, but we were very lucky to have done that purchase long time ago. So now that you have seen a very small recap of how we got here and the work it took to build our tiny house in 6 months, let's answer those 3 questions that we had at the beginning. But first, make sure to check the link down below. There's gonna be a playlist of this whole tiny house build in case you have missed some clips or in case you're new here and you wanna watch them, or just rewatch it for fun in case you're missing summer and wanna see those beautiful clips again. So let's start with the first question. Why are we ending for the season and why is this the final video? First of all, we need a break. The past 6 months have been physically and mentally exhausting. We have been doing 99.9% of the work all by ourselves, just 2 people, no extra help. We don't have any hidden workers behind the camera doing the work for us, filming a bit, and then someone else is doing the work. We're doing almost 100% of the work. Besides sometimes where my mom helped us, the rest of it has been all on us. So yeah, we have been physically and mentally exhausted. So I think we do deserve a break. So parallel to the tiny house, we have been working on another project, which you're gonna be seeing after this project is done, coming up soon. That's also why we have been quite exhausting. The past 2 months have been quite intense trying to manage everything together. Another reason that we want to stop is because of the cold. As you saw, it snowed and it's only going to be getting colder since winter is just around the corner. It's only going to get colder and not so pleasant to work in.
The cold is the biggest reason why it's stopping us from continuing. First of all, we need to pressurize all the pipes for water and for heating. So these are the radiator pipes going all through the room and through the whole house. And they need to be pressurized with all the fittings. Without the radiators, you can just stop the ends and add all the couplings and everything. And they need to be pressurized, which means once we add the water in all the system, all the water pipes, all the radiator pipes, then you kind of have water. And even if you try to drain them out, you can still leave some pipes and fittings full of water, which means once they freeze, they will break. So you kind of ruining your work, and you will have it hidden in the wall, so you'll not even know where it's broken. So you rather want to check it whenever you're setting it up to be used. So with an actual heating boiler, so they can be consistently running. That's another reason we need to set up a full heating system to be able to heat the place and keep this thing from freezing, so all the water pipes don't freeze in winter. And the other thing is, if we do the walls with plastering, all the things, painting, plastering, all those things need nice temperatures. You cannot do them in cold, so you would need it all heated and insulated and properly done. So this is something we just gotta wait until the warmer weather comes. So that's another big reason.
And lastly, financially, we have to put it on a pause because we do need to save up some money so we can do the interior, which is going to be another quite a bit of a penny to finish off. As you can see, we have done a beautiful and professional work outside, and we want to do the same thing inside. So we do need some time to save up some money by doing some small projects inside, some small vlogs. And now that we talked about finances, the next question is, did we make it under 5,000? So let's talk about that.
So let's talk about the cost, and I have the list right in front of me of how much it costs. We're not going to do such a detailed cost breakdown as we did last time. We're just going to do a quick run through of what everything costed. And the first thing that we have that we did after, well, not the first thing I remember to write down here is roof. The roof tiles and all the accessories for the roof was 450 euros. The next up was wind membrane, so the wind barrier that we put on the outside to protect the building from wind. The biggest cost was not the fabric itself, was actually the tape. Normally, I don't think we would need anywhere near as much, but we used up 300 euros. That is together with tape and the wind membrane, which is actually not expensive. The tape is the expensive part. And that was the big reason, because birds kept picking it and poking it, and after roll and roll, it all adds up slowly. Next up is windows, and windows was 200 for all of them, including also all the glass, but there was a lot more windows in the package. But let's include all the silicone and everything, all the framing. It's 200 for all the windows, which is really good deal for all the whole house covered in windows. Then is the door. This door we got used, it's 150 euros. Then we have the siding. That was an expensive part. Siding costed a total of 950 euros with all the trips of getting the wood. Then we have screws. Screws was quite a bit because we had framing screws upstairs, we had siding screws. Siding screws were actually not as much as I thought it will be, but the framing screws upstairs, that was expensive. So screws is 150. That includes also roof screws for everywhere, all the screws that attach everything. And then it is the metal mesh for rodents. That was 35 euros for all of it. Fuel for wood deliveries was around 50. So we didn't have a lot of deliveries because we drive in the same day, and we're really close to the wood place. Then the van rental was only once for the rest of the building, and that is 30. Snow barrier for the roof is 105. So that one we put only a bit of it. We didn't install all of it. Entrance roof framing was 100. So this is the beams and all the roof wood that we used. And then PVC roof tiles was a 90. So 190 for this whole entrance, which is a really good deal, honestly. Bolts for roof enforcement was 50 euros. We didn't use anywhere near as much as we bought. We bought, I think, a full set of boxes, but that was for all the reinforcement of rafters. And then all the small supplies and tools that I missed, I just rounded up 100 euros extra. Then paint was 50 for the whole facade. That is including brown paint and that light paint. That was a really cheap paint in theory. It's just a wood stainer. So that's why I said that it's not a really big worry about what color it is, because we can redo it anytime we want. It was really not that expensive. So that totals up the cost to 2,810 euros since the first cost breakdown. Together with the first cost breakdown, it is 6,410 euros. So we are 1,400 over our budget. Since we went over budget, did we also go oversized?
By the Google definition, this is still a tiny house. The square meters still add up to be a tiny house. Does it look like a tiny house? Probably not. It looks more like a small house. The inside, it is a bit squishy like a tiny house, but the reason why we also went a bit over budget and turned it a bit bigger than a tiny house, well, it's still a tiny house, is, if you remember, we had a change of plans and turned what is usually a loft at a tiny house into a full-on second floor. And that's kind of also the reason why we went a bit over budget, because all of this is adding extra to the cost, but it was definitely worth it, every penny, to have more space upstairs, because this added an insane amount of storage and makes it more usable as a house, less of a tiny house. So season 2, we might be changing the name to not so tiny house, like a lot of you suggested. But as I said, it is in theory still a tiny house. So
we are done.
We are done. I think we definitely did not say everything. We did not cover everything. And that's why we're going to be doing a live stream, Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. You will see it. We're going to premiere it a few hours before, one day before. But it is I'm kind of sad and happy that this chapter is finished. Of course, I'm happy and proud.
We are done.
Of what we have built.
There's definitely a lot more work to do, even exterior. Interior, of course, the whole thing needs to be done, but the exterior still has a lot more to do.
But we have done an incredible good job. We should be proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
We did a very nice job. We finished it to kind of like a finished spot. Like we did not leave a clumsy edge around it. So I'm happy that it's ending on season 1 in such a good state of the house.
I think for 6 months of work, for 2 people working, this is incredible.
2 little.
Yeah, honestly.
We look small and skinny, but we are quite strong, as you have seen.
We
have proven that. And yeah.
That's kind of it
with this
video. I hope you're all excited for the next chapter.
Yes, we did not say that. As I said, we have been working with other jobs at the same time as a tiny house the past 2 months. And don't worry, just because we're taking a break from this project, you're going to be seeing a lot more of us, since, November and December we're doing daily content, and it has been difficult with a tiny house to keep up with that, because it's a lot of work to work, edit in the evening. A lot of times it's like a lot of work.
Fighting the weather, fighting the sun amount, the daylight is so little.
Fighting the cold.
Cold, right now it's freezing.
And editing, getting it all done, filming it properly, working properly, and getting a good job on editing. It's been quite a bit of a challenge, but we've been getting it. And point was that we're going to be doing November and December daily. We're going to be doing the famous vlogmas for December. And for that we have some hopefully good project for you. I hope you will enjoy it. And I hope you're not going to be too mad at us or sad and disappointed, because a lot of you wanted us to continue on the inside. So I hope you understand.
Yeah, we did explain why, and this project is going to be interesting as well, something new, something was fun for us as well.
And we can take a bit of time off, but
as I said, we can definitely relax now. We have a lot of footage filmed. So, hope you enjoyed, and we're going to see you in the next
project. Actually, we're going to have some small jobs at our house, our home, that we have left behind for the past 6 months. Some things need to be addressed, some small things, some big things, but you will see all of that in the upcoming daily content. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's getting cold. We wanted just a
the wind is
beautiful outfit. But let's put jackets on. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Oh, I'm so happy.
Bye-bye.
We did it.
Bye-bye.